I feel like two things. Number one, either they want to use the Ewc.
I mean, technically, Yuzong's not a roamer.
Not yet.
You're
Things could
right.
change, right? Not
Things
yet.
could change. Expect the unexpected. Hashtag.
The expected.
There you go. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the final compositions for both of these teams as we are moments away of throwing it over to the casters. Nice to Leo, are you there? Show us a sign. Give us a sign.
We are here. Thank you again, Lavelle and Turna. And yes, it's me, Naisu, alongside Leo. We're bringing you the last match here for day number 1 of MWI at EWC. And we're rounding it out, of course, for Group D. I don't know, man. I think it's going to be the House of Vivian again.
I'm trying to hide my excitement. Bane has come out once more.
Hey, if they have Bane.
Let me just let me get away.
Yes! Hey, I know how you feel, man. When Gord was starting to fit into the meta, you know, he's fallen out as of late.
Yeah.
But now it's your time to shine.
Thanks.
It's Bane's time.
And not to mention, this is Vival rocking the Bane.
Warcry.
Escalating its, you know, value on the current metagame. Oh, wait, let's talk about that later. Vivian forced the flicker out.
She's fine.
Chinny taking care of the Nightmare Spawn. Did not know you could do that. You could soul snare that thing out.
My face as I saw that too.
Yeah, like, huh.
Whoa.
All right. Back to what I was talking about. The Bane on the Warcry.
Yeah.
In the early days of the debut of Warcry, I was, you know.
Were you happy?
I was in the lab with Warcry.
Okay.
Yes. It's so good.
Because I would assume it's very easy to proc off too with Bane.
It is. And then after that, all your skills are relatively low cooldown. You just keep going, going, going.
And Deadliest Catch gets more deadly.
Yeah, not as quick as, like, say, a Ling or a Lancelot.
Right.
Rather, a Ling and a Hayabusa. But it's fast enough that it's AoE. That's what changes the dynamic.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? Because you mentioned it, like, this is, you know, often when we see Lings take the Warcry. But this time, Quinn goes with the Quantum Charge.
Again,
It's different.
flavors of junglers. Despite all of those utility jungler loyalists,
Yeah.
I'd still say the meta's wide open.
It is. And
Don't knock it till you try it.
definitely, because I think, you know, even when we were looking at a lot of the data from MSC, that's what we saw from teams. And they do it the same way here for MWI. Turtles for the taking, though. Wow.
Ball secures with a deadly catch. Oh no, Chi gets caught out with a suplex, a choke slam. Forcing out a Tempest Ablaze. I think that's enough stacks on the Quinn. Now the fight continues. Hani inside her massive nightmaric spawn. The ult spent up already. Enough to push back the rest of Team Vitality, but the Queens still walk away with a big win. Another choke slam.
She's still going. I mean, this is the use of Jushin and why I think now she's going to be a menace in the meta.
How long do these soul snare stacks last?
That's a good question. Like, how long does it take for the stack to drop? You know, because so far it just seems like Chinny's just like, yeah, I'm going to drop it down. Here's the snare, pull you in.
I'll leave you cool down,
Yeah.
and then I can do it. What?
Oh, man. This is, oh, another implosion is going to be used?
Vivian coming in, the implosion into the deadly catch, enough to catch Quinn. Hey, good friend of ours, Ray Ash, noted that it's very hard to hit Quinn with the soul snare,
Yeah.
but you can do it after all that. Like, you can just kill him. You can just kill the hero, and oh! Chinny.
They got tired of it.
Didn't get the flicker out. Miss Honey with the onward, and as well the SOD, but they are gonna get him with the Primal Wrath. And now Ash, here she is, dashing through. It's also been a while since we've seen Benedetta.
Yeah, you know, and it's good to see for Ash here that picks up the Benedetta, can be aggressive with it. She's already got the 2 kills as well. But there's the Deadliest Catch down the mid lane, stopping Ash from going back a little bit early. But, you know, that's the thing that they want to do. They want to play with some of this aggression that they can. We're going to take a look at the replay here by STC. And you can see it. This is where Ash came in. She swooped in. She got the kills. And even for this, you know, too bad, right? Because the spear from Shell wasn't going to be able to land. And then they end up fighting this out anyway. So trading across between both teams, but Team Vitality will still hold on to a relatively good lead this early on.
It's very healthy. 2,000 gold This is enough to disincentivize any engages. Ewc coming in from the flank with the flicker and the Earth Shatter. Looking for one big implosion once more from Vivian. Serving up a kill to Vival. Fumi taken out. I like the final blow spent up already by Ash. 3 down. Honey gets a double. Chinny and Vival. Vivian calls it split. We're out.
And Gghg, hey, great fight there. Great exchange. Going into that, we were just talking about that gold lead, that healthy gold lead. It's gone now.
That's it. And they're gonna turn it into a lot of gold up top, maybe even end this turret. Take it. There it is.
There it is. They pretty much they get a minor lead, or they even it out at this point. They get a turret too, off top of it.
Picking up that Berserker's Fury. That fight deserves a replay. If there was ever a time to go back to that, that would have been it, because it happened in the blink of an eye. It was almost a perfect implosion from Vivian too.
Yeah, it was a good setup, but I think, you know, this is where, all right, for the Jushin, it's like, we know she's a utility mage. You know that you're trying to get those stacks off, and then you're trying to pull.
It's not about the damage.
It's not about the damage. You know, your main point is getting. Oh, hold on.
Ash. Oh, it's got a flicker implosion. Vivian committing everything but the kitchen sink.
That was a lot.
Serves up to Vival, and they're still going. She's very low. This is not a place where you put a Bane. Fao gets the kill. Vivian might get punished here. Dashing through. Chini takes down Fao. Vivian goes down. Hani gets 1.
2 for 2. But look what's happening.
2 for 2, is it though? Because Quinn's gonna take down this turret.
Yeah, Gghg is playing the macro game. They're finding these moments here, but they're gonna go ahead and get a turret off of it. Hey, if Quinn doesn't need to fight, she's okay. She'll take turrets, but it looks like I thought the minion would be able to get that last hit.
The CC on the Earth Shatter was enough.
It was enough.
Apparently.
I think Quinn will eventually, she's just gonna be, yeah, I'll go get that later.
Quinn maybe could have afforded one more basic.
One more hit.
Yeah,
one more basic hit.
Again, that's the discipline coming out of the veteran squad. That is Gghg. The last turtle spawns here. I wonder. Gghg is still with an economic advantage, by the way. Still 1,000 gold.
Yeah, it's still 1,000 gold. It looks like they're gonna go ahead and try to contest this though. They go in.
And there's the final blow, a lot of damage put in. Vival with the retribution, deadly catch, no one home. And they're still looking for targets. There's a lantern flare. Can he get the choke slam? Fao walking away from it, uses the purify. That's one way to get rid of the stacks.
It's one way to get rid of it. It's one way to deal around, because I think if that wasn't used, then Fao would have been dragged back.
And by the way, folks, mind my pronoun, them. You can put multiple stacks on multiple people, hit the lantern flare, and do a double, triple, quadruple choke slam.
As long as they're in that circular.
And they all have the 10 stacks each.
So that can actually be pretty devastating if you talk about the fact that if you pair it up with an implosion, how fast can you get those stacks off, you know, and then pull multiple people that are centered around an implosion?
I mean, it does sound like, you know, magical MLBB Christmas land, but you could hope for the best. And it's probably, we've seen multiple ways of that happening. And now Fao trying to run away. Jumping from target to target, not enough to walk away. The ult spent in by Hani. Where's the damage? Where's the CC?
There's the implosion.
There's the implosion coming in. Chi Boy walking away, the Tempest of Blades. Dashing through, 1, 2, 3, 4. Picked up, and all they can do is back off. Ashi here with the full combo. It happened in the blink of an eye. It was almost a perfect implosion from Vivian too.
Yeah, it was a good setup, but I think, you know, this is where, all right, for the Jushin, it's like, we know she's a utility mage. You know that you're trying to get those stacks off, and then you're trying to pull.
It's not about the damage.
It's not about the damage. You know, your main point is getting, oh, hold on.
Ash. Oh, it's got a flicker implosion. Vivian committing everything but the kitchen sink.
That was a lot.
Serves up to Vival, and they're still going. She's very low. This is not a place where you put a Bane. Fao gets the kill. Vivian might get punished here. Dashing through. Chini takes down Fao. Vivian goes down. Hani gets 1.
2 for 2. But look what's happening.
2 for 2, is it though? Because Quinn's gonna take down this turret.
Yeah, Gghg is playing the macro game. They're finding these moments here, but they're gonna go ahead and get a turret off of it. Hey, if Quinn doesn't need to fight, she's okay. She'll take turrets, but it looks like I thought the minion would be able to get that last hit.
The CC on the Earth Shatter was enough.
It was enough.
Apparently.
I think Quinn will eventually, she's just going to be like, yeah, I'll go get that later.
Quinn maybe could have afforded one more basic.
One more hit.
Yeah,
one more
but
basic hit.
Again, that's the discipline coming out of the veteran squad. That is Gghg. The last turtle spawns here. I wonder. Gghg is still with an economic advantage, by the way. Still 1,000 gold.
Yeah, it's still 1,000 gold.
Blow, a lot of damage put in. Vival with the retribution. Deadly catch. No one home. And they're still looking for targets. There's a lantern flare. Can he get the choke slam? Foul walking away from it. Uses the purify. That's one way to get rid of the stacks.
It's one way to get rid of it. It's one way to deal around, because I think if that wasn't used, then Foul would have been dragged back.
And by the way, folks, mind my pronoun, them. You can put multiple stacks on multiple people, hit the lantern flare, and do a double, triple, quadruple choke slam.
As long as they're in that circular.
And they all have the 10 stacks each.
So that can actually be pretty devastating if you talk about the fact that if you pair it up with an implosion, how fast can you get those stacks off, you know, and then pull multiple people that are centered around an implosion.
I mean, it does sound like, you know, magical MLBB Christmas land, but you could hope for the best. And it's probably, we've seen multiple ways of that happening. And now Foul trying to run away. Jumping from target to target. Not enough to walk away. The ult spent in by Hani. Where's the damage? Where's the CC?
There's the implosion.
The implosion coming in. Chi Boy walking away. The Tempest of Blades. Dashing through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Picked up. And all they can do is back off. Ashi hit with the full combo. Earth, Shatter onward. She's backing off.
She's fine. She's got the Petrified too. So, all right, a whole lot happened in that exchange, but also this is now the time for Team Vitality to be like, you know what, we'll go ahead and take the tier 2. We still hold on to ours with 1 HP.
The Queens are back in control.
The Queens are back in control for now. They get that lead they had earlier on, but also you have to respect the damage. You know, this Zast pick has popped up a couple times now, even from MSC, and it seems to be doing really well. It seems like it is just that annoyance, you know, dealing with the Zask in mid lane.
And that's the worst thing you could hope for from a Zask. At best, it is an outer worldly mid laner, right? At worst, it's just annoying. Quinn goes down here. Again, that's what a Moskov is. It's a marksman that does well against the Ling, but back to the Zask. Right now, because of the Jushin, because of the Bane, and to some extent because of the Moskov that can outrange the spawn.
Yep.
It's just annoying.
Oh, this too. There's the pull. An implosion was going to be used.
Here it is. Big fight. Vivian very low. She already spent quite a bit of resources trying to get in, but Chell gets the kill. Now Key's up next. Can she get away? Deadly catch thrown out. Vival's going to push in, and Quinn actually looking for the kill. Serving up to Ash, but Ash goes down, and there's another. Quinn's gonna go down. Double kill for the Bane.
Hey, this Bane is doing wonders so far, just today alone. And, you know, it was a great kind of opportunity there for Gghg to go ahead and win that fight. Quinn really tried, but unfortunately for her, it was not enough. So now objective going in the hands of Team Vitality as well. Endless Battle now also picked up here by Vivel. So she's online, man.
If there's anything I can say about Team Vitality now, the way that they progressed, the way that they developed over the couple of best of 2s we've had today that we've seen them in, they don't mind getting their hands dirty. They don't mind playing a messy team fight lineup like this and still going over.
Yeah, I think that's what is one of the, I guess, strengths of their lineup. The fact that they've been playing together for so long, you can pull out some of these drafts and make them work. Again, just relying on each other to play the part, because that's what happened even in the previous series.
And as a Bane connoisseur, something called out to me. Looking at Vival's build, she does not have War Axe. Usually you build War Axe first. Here, she decided to go, okay, Hunter Strike first, because the benefits you get from War Axe is somehow answered for by Warcry, and the kind of damage you're dealing isn't the kind of damage you want against the lineup that has that HG's running.
Yeah.
They don't need penetration. This is a rather soft lineup.
Yeah, and not only that, but you have a tanky enough front line to go ahead and help you. You get the Hunter Strike, you get the damage, you have Endless Battle, so then you're pumping out damage.
It's all out.
You're proccing the Warcry.
There's very little sustain you need. And here we go, Quinn deep in. Another implosion, keeping her in place. Taken down by Chell as she picks up the wind of nature. And there's the SOD coming in from the back. Honey goes down. She is next. They don't have a wave, but they do penetrate up top.
There is a wave pushing in. Down 2 members for Gghg.
3 defenders.
Can they defend it?
Can they do it? Here we go, putting them stacks on with the lantern flare. Sanchi.
Oh.
And there's the deadly catch. Down goes Ash. She boys up next. Immortality's getting popped here.
They cleared the wave.
Still no waves. Vivian gets taken down. Just foul left. Quinn's
bought
coming
time.
up soon. But yeah, a minute out till the Lord. I think Vitality should play for that.
Yeah, Gghg, they had one assignment at that point. They're like, you know what, just clear the wave. We will lose some bodies, but clear the wave. We stay in this game past that 12-minute mark. And so far for Team Vitality, they've been ending their games 11, 12 minutes. So Gghg buys some more time. Even with these pickups here, Endless Battle now there, you can see the Haas Claws too from Quinn. You've got a Malefic Roar now for Fao, but is it enough to contest against this lore, or should they just defend in the base?
I'd say play safe. You gotta, if you're trying to answer the question of who's the beatdown, it's still Team Vitality. So Gghg have to very carefully pick their fights and find resources on the map to close this 7K gold lead. That's a huge gap, almost light years away at this point because of the firepower that Team Vitality is playing with. And talking about the item builds, right? Like, there's no contestant from Gghg. I say play it safe right now. Unless Quinn!
Unless
Whoa! Quinn, what are you thinking? Here comes the CC. The flip over, the super.
Oh.
Quinn coming through. Tempest the blade. Gghg walks away with a big win, but trading out for Quinn. Fumi for Quinn, but they do get the Lord.
I feel like that was the best thing that could happen for Gghg. Quinn goes in. Yes, she's probably going to die, but at least she gets the Lord. It's going to be worked on here. But again, what we're talking about for Gghg is buying time in this game, because you already mentioned it leading into that 7,000 deficit. They have to work against that, and that helps them.
It's not a winning play, but it does delay Team Vitality. So anything else to prolong the match is what Gghg is going for, and kudos, respect.
Oh, wow.
Right now, Shell between 3. She gets punished. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of gold, and I'm surprised that Shell, even when she landed the Spirit of Destruction, she's like, I'm gonna full send this. I'm jumping into 3.
The Queens are far ahead enough that they're allowing these risky plays.
Yeah.
At some point, it's gonna get punished. At some point, Gghg is gonna go, maybe you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. You know? And at this point, too...
Even Shell's wondering, maybe I shouldn't have.
Maybe I shouldn't have followed up on that. But I think at this point, you know, for Gghd, they have accomplished nearly what they wanted to. I think if they would have gotten those tier 2s, because they're literally like 1 HP both on the top and bottom.
The one remember that one that Quinn was working
earlier,
on like 5 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this is part of the plan too. You know, let Quinn go ahead, push these side lanes later on. You can still see too, like we saw just minutes ago, that Zask is playing its part. The damage is insane. And you can actually see in some of these fights for Hani, she's still able to pump out that damage in these fights.
She has such a huge target on her back.
She does.
As well as each Nightmare spawn, because they're just constantly...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And looking at the totality of the damage, that's why she's top in charge. You could put the damage that Shell and Vival are dealing, and you would almost end up with the damage Hani put on the board.
I mean, look at her item build too. Like she's still...
She's short 1. She's short 2.
No, she's short, yeah, she's short 2.
And she's dealing that much already.
So imagine if she gets to full build.
This does confirm our suspicions, though, our theories on Jushin being a completely utility mage.
Yeah.
Look at that, Clock of Destiny.
Yep.
You usually see that on tank mages these days, like chunky heroes that rely on constant engages.
Yeah. Like
a Hylos. It's on Jushin. She wants to be there up front.
Yeah, because I think, yeah, that's what you do. Like, I mean, her ultimate basically reminds me of an Odette ultimate, like the Swan Song.
Oh, yeah.
But you can move around, and you get the stacks, and then you just pop the Winter's Crown.
Yep, there's a false engage. Chi coming in with a conceal, and no one home. So I guess they have to realign, and they have to reposition. Oh, wow! That's one way to use the lantern flare.
That's
Check
one way.
bushes.
Check bushes, but Quinn trying to replicate what she did previously. She's going to jump in on the side. She gets information. Going to reset. So no trigger just yet, but look at this. Hani actually just poking him down.
You can say what you can about the lantern flare, but the damage on Hani is real. Nothing compared to that Yushin. But now look at this, the collapse. Is that an immortality pop? That's a winter crown on Chini. They're still going. Quinn goes down, the clap back. Oh, Chi as well. 2 down for free. And all it took from Team Vitality were a bunch of flickers.
I think like that was the plan. Team Vitality was like, let them try again. They got one. They're not getting it this time. So let's feign the take and then fight Gghg. If they can get Quinn, because they know that Quinn, she has to come forward. She has to be in that position. And I like the way that even Shell, the way she played it, pumping out the damage, and then you have Vivian do the same thing, use the implosion, and then cap out on a win. So this looks like it's very grim now for this game here.
Yep, all inhibitors are down. Echo forcing it out. That's it. That's a critical mass. Team Vitality takes game 1.
Took them a little bit longer, but
The front line so that there's a lot of chances for the jungler to create that.
Bane in the gold lane. It's a DOD. A day of debuts.
I'm pretty sure Leo likes this.
Why Leo?
He loves the Bane in general.
Oh, he said he's a Bane connoisseur.
He's a Bane connoisseur, exactly.
So let's call our casters right now. Leo, Naisu, you there? How are we feeling about this Bane in the gold lane? Do you guys think it will work out?
well, I'll let the Bane connoisseur answer that. Leo, what do you think?
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah?
I'm pretty sure Gghg spent a lot of time in the lab to, you know, calculate if this is worth it. Because again, gold lane is full of solid heroes. You got the Claw, you got the Moskov, you got the Harry, you got the Cat. All of these are better picks, right?
Yeah.
But if they picked it, then all we got to do is trust the process. Let them cook.
Let him cook. Let her cook. Let Foul make this work as we jump in to the last game for day number 1 here. Once again, MWI at EWC. And Team Vitality on a roll so far. You know, this was expected for the Queens of MLBB, undefeated literally for years at this point since, what, 2021?
That's right.
Now, this lineup from Gghg, I think it is interesting. And like Eterna said, you know, now it's become DOD. It's DOD, right? It's at this point, it's a
debuts.
day of debuts. And with this happening here, you know, I really want to break down that lineup that we have from Gghg, because I think if you even look at the previous game that they had where, you know, Team Vitality, they struggled with dealing with some of the pressure that was put there. This lineup that they have, of course they have the Zask. We saw how much damage Hani could do just from the previous game alone. But I think also you pair it up with a Hayabusa. You pair it up with a gold lane Bane. And this is it. Look at this.
A lot of pressure on a Shell, putting her to a 10th of her health. They couldn't finish the job.
Oh,
with
no.
the Chi from the back, taking a few hits from Chinny. And now Vival forcing out a flicker. Out of harm's way. Can Foul survive? Still has a flicker. Gets right underneath the turret. Tempest ablaze up in the skies. Not enough blaze to pick up. And Foul lives.
Oh, for now, but look how low they are. They should be fine. Okay. I would say out of that whole exchange, Team Vitality at least gets a couple flickers from Gghg. Turtle's now coming up here in just a second, so they're going to go ahead and reset. They know that information, though. Not only that, but you also lose, you know, some valuable time in terms of getting that XP. For Chi especially, she's not going to have the Minoan Fury available just yet, unless they stall this out for some way, because they know, at least for Vival, she's got to get the purple buff.
Yeah, she couldn't do the old XP mid lane rope-a-dope swap to get the level 4 on the roamer, but she did spend a lot of time protecting Foul, which they need to right now. She's their insurance policy, especially in big team fights, but check this out.
I don't think they can contest it?
With the diversion. Yeah, no, not at all. No. At this point, you got to give it up.
Unless.
Again, this isn't a Ling that you can come in with the steal. Fumi Echo down to a third of her health. The Minoan Fury keeping her in place. Hani with the kill. Tempest ablaze up into the sky. Quinn still steals it. Oh, I should have known better than to doubt Quinn.
She did it before.
And walks away with a kill, too. They're up by 1,000 gold now.
She did it in the previous game. I guess, yeah, we can't count Quinn out.
I owe my homegirls an apology.
give him the apology. Take a look at the STC replay here. She pulls this off great, and also it was the pressure from Ash. You got to give it up to Ash. Pops the Vengeance, goes in with the current call and everything else, and great play, great team play. Look at that. First item right away, boom.
1,500 easy.
1,500.
1,500 easy, the best 1,500 you'll ever spend as a Hayabusa. Sky Piercer on her, she's about 200 gold ahead of Vival. And yeah, say what you will about how Team Vitality is always on point, how their mechanics are second to none. If you're behind, you're behind. And now look at this. Shell takes a good amount of hits here.
Wow.
Gold lane tier 1 turret helped with the damage reduction. Now Tempest of Blades. Down goes Ash off camera. The punishment on the Vival. She walked away with nothing.
She walked away with nothing. The Tempest of Blades look great, but then you just get you get stopped in your tracks. You know, and on top of that, the kill, you're gonna see it here kind of fall into place. Like I was saying, you're gonna have the Tempest Blades pop, but look at this. Boom, the damage. Gold lane Bane comes through, gets a kill. Fafa's been dealing with a lot of pressure early on, so I'm sure that feels good to finally get that kill there. But also there was a trade, right? Team Vitality also did pick something up. They're still gonna, okay.
The attack speed boots.
Yeah, attack speed boots. On the Bane,
She's leaning into those passive hits.
and she's got War Axe early on as well.
That's the usual.
That's the usual, right? That's what you were talking about previous games.
That's your bread and butter.
So what's next?
You could go Hunter Strike.
Go Hunter
you could
Strike.
Go Endless Battle. Again, that's what makes Bane such a great hero to like main. Is because there's so many flavors of it.
So many flavors, different build paths we've seen.
You could go Magic Bane if you like.
That's true.
I haven't seen it yet, but I play a good amount of it on rank.
Was that the old Vanix build? Was that right?
Yeah.
I think so,
we
yeah.
did see it for a bit, yes.
Yeah. So Turtle's up again here. Team Vitality gonna go ahead and take control of this area, but once again, they have to be kind of cautious on how they approach this. Wow, Vival's actually quite low, so she actually might not be in a position to give this one a go just yet. And a flicker comes out early on from Chinny, so here we go. Control for Gghg.
In comes the big cow. The Minoan Fury coming through. Chi putting them all in harm's way. Quinn secures the turtle. Fumieko down from Hani. Now Chi finally taken out here by Chell and forcing out a defensive Tempest of Blades. I'd call it a wash. If anything, Gghg walking away with a victory there by a small margin.
Small margin. Same with the gold lead that they have at this point. For Team Vitality, it looks like they're going to just go ahead and default to, you know, we got to make the macro plays from here, deal with that. Because, again, when we're talking about this lineup from Team Vitality, take a look at the replay. This Blazing Duet played a big part in allowing them to at least get something. But still, like, even from Gghg, able to secure the objective, able to utilize the damage coming out from this Zask pick, it keeps Team Vitality kind of hesitant in the fact of, should we full send this or not?
Yeah.
Oh, Quinn.
She's caught out.
She's out.
I don't know if she has any shadows, or even if she did, she will get caught out, given that this is a Carmilla. We haven't really talked much about Vivian. This is a far cry from her performance on the Tigreal.
It's different.
It takes time for her to do what she was doing with the Tigreal. So this might be putting Team Vitality slightly off tempo.
Off tempo, but I'm wondering, like, how... Oh, hold on. Okay.
Deadly catch, forcing away 3 members of Team Vitality. All right, Fafa's gonna have to heal up here, top up via the motivation roar off of Chi. And something to consider here, between Ale and Chi's motivation roar, that's a lot of sustain off of just 2 heroes.
Definitely. I mean,
It's almost Estes-like.
Yes.
Estes-esque.
Estes-esque. But at this point, you play around with the fact that, I mean, even Bane alone, like you mentioned, the Ale, to be able to just heal and kind of sustain in that lane is good. Up to what point, though? There's the Cursed Blood.
Here we go. There's the big Minoan Fury one more time. Fumieko into the air. Didn't even get to pull out her final slash. And oh, the damage off of Hani. Pushing back 2 members of Team Vitality almost single-handedly. And now, oh, Quinn down. No retry. I repeat, no retry. Purple still being secured here by Vival. And I think this is enough to disperse Gghg.
Yeah, but actually, look at this. Gghg is still just... They actually played up front a little bit. But, okay, so I think Turtle's going to go in the hands of Team Vitality now. So they finally get one of the 3. But for Gghg, you have to still look at, you know, with the lineup that they have, with the capabilities that they have here, it's also just up to Quinn. I mean, for the most part, she's got to be very careful on not getting caught out. If the shadows are down, you know, placement-wise is going to be tough.
And now as she picks up the Blade of Heptaseed, we have to be realistic. We have to put our feet on the ground and accept the harsh truth that, yeah, she had a great early game, but it really didn't lead to much. She secured 2 turtles. She picked up an early Sky Piercer. Now, oh, here we go, off camera. The rest of Gghg cannot respond. Foul is going to have to fight her way out of this. Enough of a trampoline effect to try and put them all down low enough. Ewc Echo goes. And that's the trade right there. A gold laner for an XP laner, and the fight continues. Where's Hani going?
Well, right now, she's going to go ahead and just rely on the little aliens to keep her safe, basically. But I would say fighting potential is actually pretty good, also still up to this point for Gghg. If they can kind of maintain this leading into the first Lord, I would love to see for Gghg take that first objective, play around that power play if they can. Looking at the replay here from STC, this is what I mean. Look at their team fighting potential.
Whoa.
Great Minoan Fury helps out a bit. You have some sustainability too. And then with that, you know, it's really just kind of being able to survive that final slash and then the follow-up with the Tempest Blades. So, you know, great. I feel like they feel good about that
They're
team fight.
having fun.
Yeah.
But she, though, is on point. Looking at her stat line, 0, 1, and 5. She's been there for 100% of all the engages and all of the team fight wins, or at least kills for Gghg so far in this 10-minute bout. And she had to take off her spectacles to really get in there. You see, I was wondering, like, is this the same player? But yeah, no. It's
her.
She without the glasses.
I was going to say, yeah, it's her.
And she's been on point. Fair enough. She's been doing so well that even this off-meta pick of a gold lane Bane is working out.
I think even when you talk about... hold on again.
Talk about later. Chini's in trouble. Chini goes down. One more hit on the turret. Great conversion almost instantly. Hani taken down here. A shutdown by Vival, and the fight continues. Ash pushing them all away as Gghg makes a beeline for mid.
I think they just want to go ahead and grab this turret. And then if they can, they go for that, but they actually just starve the Lord. For Team Vitality, they're going to go ahead and respond themselves, but look at this. Pressure also top side. They got to deal with the wave. Malefic Roar picked up for Quinn. They're pushed back to this bottom side. And with that too, Chini's back up. She has diversion she can use if she needs it, but they just full send the Lord.
Here we go, big knockup. Where's the Lord going? Chi secures the Lord. Chell is down. Ewc Echo as well, 2 for none so far, plus the major objective. Oh, you can see her Ewc Echo. She can't believe exactly what just happened.
She's struggling. And you know, that Gghg, I said it minutes ago. I was like, man, if they can get the Lord, hold on too. Whoa, Quinn actually gets some revenge too herself.
Fascinating, Vival. And not to mention, there's a Lord down bottom. They pop the shield in mid. I guess Gghg's off-tempo plays and their, again, uncanny aggression is enough to take Team Vitality off of balance.
This is a great thing for Gghg. It is only the first Lord, but they're a threat to Team Vitality right now in this game. I don't think they can end it just yet. Final Slash going to be used. Shields are going to be popped.
There's a push up top off of Quinn. Working solo. The Deadly Catch taking a good chunk out of Team Vitality and their inhibitor. And now the fight continues. Team Vitality has to focus on defending. There's a penetration in mid. And now Chi taking a lot of damage from Shell. Vival looking for a few hits as well.
Oh wow, Vival.
Get taken out here. Tempest Blaze through on the defense. Vitality still breathing. No! Ewc Echo taken out! Shell dealing a lot of damage, but not enough. She might even get taken down here. Oh, Crab Claw Cannon. That could have been it.
It could have been it, and I think if she... Oh!
All right, Chini's not done. Sends herself and Vival through. You were saying?
I was going to say, if Fafo had if she had the flicker, that would have been a kill picked up there by on top of Shell earlier. But so with that, Team Vitality stays in this game. They have not found themselves in this position in some time. And for Gghg, if you're taking a look at the items too, they're exactly where they need to be. I think a little more tankiness too. Interesting, is that actually going to be a Sky Piercer, possibly the last item? I'm not sure if Fafa's going that way. She's got the Endless Battle Malefic Roar now.
It could be.
It could be.
It could be a Sky, number one, it could be a Sky Piercer, or it could be a Winter Crown.
Yeah.
Because sometimes she finds herself in the middle of a Final Slash or like underneath the Tempest of Blades. Yeah, as a Bane, those are the two options. Greedy, Sky Piercer.
Greedy, yeah.
I actually get in there a little longer, Winter Crown.
Yeah, because you have Quinn, maybe it's not necessary to have it. Just get the Winter's Crown, a little more defense. Because I was going to go ahead and say, you know, for the most part too, for Chi, like you have this Minoan Fury, you have that setup potential. But if you can buy a little more time with a Winter's Crown, then you allow, again, to play around the fact that you have Zask. Henny, she's been on point, even in the previous game so far. So now with this, you can kind of control this Lord Pit a little bit better, right? You can set things up. Deadliest Catch Minoan Fury is so deadly against the lineup from Team Vitality.
It's the bouncy house combo.
It's the bouncy house. It's the deadly bouncy house.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
It was not approved by the safety board.
Yeah.
Between an octopus man and
octopus man
Minotaur. Oh no! Take it out. Forcing out the old
jungler battle.
The anime battle, almost off camera. You see it now. Still, Vival gets taken down by Hani. Nothing comes for free, not by Gghg.
Hey, both junglers down, so you might as well. I feel like both teams are just like, you know what? Fight it out.
Oh, Vivian walking away. Really haven't felt much from the Queen of Tank, the Mother of Tanks here.
The Mother of Tanks, but I mean, in the essence, like she has it. It's just not the same as Tigreal because like that's what we've seen.
But is that fair? Should we expect for it to do Tigreal things?
No, we shouldn't. You know, you do the Curse of Blood things. There's the Winter Crown. Yeah, for Fafao. So we got our answer for that.
Yeah.
Need to be a little defensive.
You're putting people through something as dangerous as the bouncy house.
Yeah.
Keep yourself safe.
Keep yourself safe.
A hard hat.
It's a frozen hat.
It's a Winter Crown.
It's a Winter's Crown, right? So again, Lord's going to be started up here. I think both junglers, you really have to be kind of on point with the placements here. You can see them both kind of get in position.
Chi coming in, committing a flicker with the Minoan Fury, and that's an immortality popped on the Vivian. Can she find the ult? Can she find the stuns?
Ooh.
There we go, dashing through, Ash down.
Here comes Shell.
While coming through, Shell, but she gets to the blazing duet from the back line. 3 for 1, the current trade. It's a losing battle.
Oh.
Goes Chinny. Quinn taken up by Chell. It's just Chell versus the world. 3v1, and they're making a beeline into the base.
And all the waves are going to be pushing in. Shell is not going to be able to hold this off.
And there's the deadly catch. Nothing comes close to a Bane underneath a base. A 1 and a 1 between Gghg and Team Vitality.
Oh, they're going to feel good about that one, as you guys can.
Yeah.